Hey all my Crimsonites, and welcome to the Crimson Cure channel, where we embrace our femininity, increase our womanly value, and celebrate our brothers. So join me on our feminine journey to learn, heal, and grow. Hey, how we doing? How we doing, everybody? Listen, I did a breakdown that was so dope for Kendrick and Drake. You can only see it if you're a member. So what you want to do is click either the link in the chat for membership or click the join button underneath the video in order to become a Crimson Knight. That way you can watch all of the membership videos that and live streams that I create. I might do another segment extending or expounding on Drake specifically, not so much Kendrick. I might do that. Because now he want to fall out with J. Cole. Ain't that something? Now, J. Cole ain't did nothing to him. Nothing. See how he fall out with everybody? And he ain't problematic. He's problematic. Anyway. And what's crazy is his core audience, like Drake's core fans, not the people that just like a few songs, but the core fans, they don't even be caring about stuff like that. He can do blackface. He can do anything. Nobody wants to talk about how he was blowing up a man in his 30s, blowing up Millie Bobby Brown's phone, and she like 13, and when she was like 13 or 14. Nobody want to talk about that. Anyway. So we're going to talk about Miss Brittany Renner. Let me just say thank you to Jeffrey Woodland. Said foaming at the mouth for this one. Can't wait. Thank you so much. Thank you, Hashim. Said when you put lipstick on a pig, still a pig. Thank you, sis. Said when I saw this, I was looking forward to your response. Thought this cannot be real, especially since she still has her 3 or 4 content still on her IG. Thank you, Miss Lou Casely, for your super sticker. So let's just show the clip that's been going around. Right? Right.
First of all, hi. So I'm currently cleaning house, out with the old, in with the new, manifesting a new wardrobe, inshallah. I have no idea how this is going to look. I have contractual obligations, clothes to wear, posts to do, bills that have to be paid. And, showing up the best I can, right? Because I know that it's not going to be perfect. I know that people may have a gripe. I mean, my arms are out, right? First of all, it's hot, and then I sweat like a puddle under my armpits. Not an excuse, but looking into Botox under my arms and finding clothes that are more aligned with where I'm headed, even if it's not to the book perfect. That's what this is all about for me, as I'm just going to show up and give my best. And every day my best gets better. First of all, hi.
Okay. Let me get a few things straight. Get a few things straight. I don't know if she's just trying to go viral. This is something that she really trying to do, or if a brother from Philly done blew her back out. I don't know. All three of them is a possibility. Right? There's a lot of places that I need to go for this. Let's talk about your reputation and forgiveness. When a person takes Shahada, you are forgiven by Allah. That is our belief. A person that takes their Shahada, who enters into the fold of Islam, the first thing you have to do is you have to accept all of the tenets of Islam to make sure that your understanding of the belief is correct, because there is a correct and an incorrect. Okay? We don't play that in Islam. We don't know which way, and you could be. Nope. Your aqidah is either correct or it's incorrect. Okay? Okay. So when we become Muslim, we believe that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala forgives all of your sins that you committed, because the worst sin that you committed was disbelief. And once you take your shahada, you correct that. So everything that you did under the banner of disbelief, your slate is wiped clean. And now it is from that point until death that your deeds are now weighed. And Allah is the judge of the deeds. Allah is the one that forgives you. Your slate is clean with Allah. And Allah can forgive anything. Allah can forgive anything. Paraphrasing, English interpretation of Quran, that Allah forgives everything except that you die worshiping other than Allah, that you die in a state that is not Islam, that is not submission to Allah. So here today, I am not here to question that. If in fact she took Shahada at some point, that Allah forgave her, right? Right. But if we are trying to do something that's gonna make people forget your reputation, that's a completely different conversation. Your slate get wiped clean with Allah, not with people. Because shahada or not, you may still have to deal with the consequences of all of the stuff that you did prior to taking Shahada. So if you, let's say you committed some crime and you have to be in jail and you take Shahada in jail, that's not going to lessen your sentence, your jail sentence. You still got to serve that. You still got to serve as a Muslim. The judge don't want to hear it. Your slate get wiped clean with Allah, not with the world. Because when you get out of that jail, you first of all, you're going to have to go ahead and finish serving that sentence. When you get out of that jail, you're going to have a conviction on your record. So it's still going to be difficult. You still going to face the consequences and the difficulties of any decision that you made prior to your Shahada. Your Shahada does not erase consequences that you gathered in this world. If you commit a crime as a Muslim and you get caught up, you're going to jail. You can repent and inshallah, Allah forgive you. They're not going to erase that sentence. That does nothing for the sentence. You get the sentence for that. So your reputation, your slate can be cleaned between you and Allah. Mankind don't got nothing to do with that. However, this don't erase none of them whole facts. None of them whole facts. You know why I don't erase it? It erases it between you and Allah. But it doesn't erase it out of the minds of everybody else. You still did that. And the only way that your reputation is repaired is over time. Over time. People have to see that change on you. And then over time, they start to respect who you are. And then it becomes like okay, it becomes a redemption story. This person was wayward, you know what I'm saying? And they did this and they did that. And then, but over time, man, we really saw the change in this person's whole way they behaved, the whole way that they even interacted with anybody. Throwing on a rag over your head don't mean nothing. Okay? Throwing a rag over I done seen a lot of folk, a lot of females throw a thing over their head and they don't be nowhere Muslim. Because the next thing be out their mouth is some kind of kufr, some kind of shirk. Kufr, disbelief. Shirk, the worship of something besides Allah. I would hope for her sake that she takes Shahada, because she didn't say that. She didn't say she took Shahada. See, oh no, it's a rag when you don't mean it. It's a hijab when you Muslim and you mean it. That's why I'm saying it's a rag. I done seen them throw a rag on their head. Hijab. Because you got to have A hijab is more than that cloth, and we know this. The cloth don't make it a hijab. The belief, the iman, makes it a hijab. Other than that, you got a rag on your head, baby. It's an interesting thing because as a Muslim, you never want to discredit or say somebody isn't Muslim or somebody's not on the pathway because we don't know that. We don't actually know that. We only can judge by your actions. That's what we see. But as a person, particularly as a woman, and everybody's path to Allah can come differently, but there are key things that are the same across the board. And the Muslims who had to take their shahada to be Muslim and not born Muslim, you wasn't raised in a Muslim household. Y'all will be able to vouch for the truth of my next statement. In the beginning of your journey, and especially when you become convicted and you take shahada, or just before you take shahada, or just right after, particularly after you take shahada, you are never a bigger zealot than you are at that time. You mellow out over time. But the zealot, man, can't nobody tell you nothing about Dean. You gonna shout it from every mountaintop. Everybody you talk to, you gonna talk about the law. They're gonna be mad. Your family members gonna get mad, friends. Everybody gonna be rubbed the wrong way. Because as a new Muslim, you're not gonna have the tact to say what you're saying, but you're gonna be convicted by it anyway. And you're gonna tell everybody, whether they want to hear it or not, about Allah and His Rasul, sallallahu alaihi wasallam. You're gonna be talking about Quran. You're gonna be any new information that you get about Deen, you're gonna tell it to everybody. I can't eat that. You give me that. You're never more strict. You're never more of a zealot. You never have the zeal that you have like a new Muslim. A new Muslim. And even though it was a short clip, when you go through that transformation, and it's almost impossible to explain it to somebody that never did that. When you come from kufr and shirk to iman, the first thing that happened, even prior to the actual shahada, you become convicted here. It's a conviction on your spirit. You be trying to obey it And you may not even have the full understanding of what you really obeying and why. You be trying to follow stuff that you think you don't. Everybody know Muslims don't eat pork. So that's the first thing you be doing. I don't eat that. Now, the other meat you be eating, we ain't got that yet. But we know we can't eat no pork chops. You know you ain't supposed to drink and smoke. So even if you're unable to stop that cold turkey or even the pork eating, you start feeling a way about it though. You start feeling a way about that. No, I can't. No, I shouldn't be really doing that. I'm trying to stop. Coming from the mindset of being not a Muslim and then becoming a Muslim, because you become it here first before it come out your mouth, right? Because a shahada is literally the bearing witness to. Two English meanings can be attributed to the word shuhada. Martyrdom and bearing witness to something. A martyr is a shaheed, okay, which is the same root word for shahada. So shaheed and shahada have the same root. So when we bear witness to, so when you first take your shahada, the first words out of your mouth is ashhadu, ashhadu, I bear witness, ashhadu. But the bearing witness happens here. Before it ever comes out of here. We take this as Muslims extremely seriously. This is not a joke. It's not funny. Not funny. Any Muslim with any piece of iman, I don't care if you pious, I don't care if you sinful as a Muslim. Any Muslim that's got a piece of iman, we know what that shahada do. We know what the shahada do. We know what the fasting do. We know what the salah does. The dhikr. And so when we see somebody even leaning towards it, we be feeling hopeful that they actually accept it. We be feeling hopeful that they actually accept that, because the Shahada changed your life. Even if later down the line you backslide into some sin or something like that, everybody got their spiritual struggle, right? Just because you become Muslim, see, we don't believe that just because you become Muslim, then life is just la-di-da. Actually get harder. It becomes more challenging. We do not promise an easy road. We don't promise. Nothing is promised. Oh, you know, your life gonna be nope. Actually, you're going to now face more hardship due to the belief system. Because now it's gonna start causing separations in places you probably didn't want a separation. It is both something that sets you free and it is also a burden. الدنيا وجنة الكافر وسجن المؤمن. This world, الدنيا, جنة الكافر. It is a heaven for a disbeliever. Sijin, a prison for the believer. So it both sets you free and it restricts you at the same time. Because we believe wholeheartedly that this life is work. It's nothing but work. It's work. It's nothing but work. Nothing but work here. Spiritual work, physical work, work on your health, work on your character, work on your family, work on your appearance, work. It's nothing but work. It's nothing but work. Everything is work. For the Muslim, everything is work. And all the work needs to be done with the intention that you're trying to please Allah with that work. The best we can do is make the intent. The intention makes the action. It makes or breaks the action. So a person that always give charity, but their intention is not to please Allah by giving the charity. Their intention is so people can see them and say, oh man, they always giving charity. That's such a nice person, such a generous person. We're going to be held to task for that. We get held to task for the intent of the heart. What was you trying to do? What were you trying to accomplish? Was you doing stuff so that people could say a certain thing about you? You know, you want to be seen, you want to be noticed, you want people to have a certain narrative, but it's not coming from an authentic place though. I hope she's not playing, but I kind of think she is. Sad enough to say. And hopefully I'm wrong about that. Hopefully I'm wrong about that. I hope to Allah that she not playing. But sound like she playing. Because you already trying to make the excuse that you still gonna see my naked behind and my cootie tang on the internet because I got bills to pay and I got contractual obligations. So if you see me 6 months from now and I got a new booty pic tooted up, don't come for me. I hope she's not utilizing it as a way to try to clean up herself and could use it to correct her appearance value that she has spent so much time destroying. They're no different than when these hoes want to find Jesus. I mean, good for you, I guess, on a personal note. But please, we still understand you a hoe, right? We know that. Because whether she become Muslim or not, the internet don't forget. So if a brother marry her, he still got to deal with the fact that people know exactly how his wife Cool look. They know exactly how. They know how she suck it. They know how she ride it. They know how the little noise she make when you hit her the right way. They know all that. All that they know it. All that they know it. And I don't know what women be thinking Muslim brothers is. Those are men. They men. They ain't some astral being. They men. Muslim brother don't want your cool cat. He definitely don't want his wife's cool cat on the internet. I can promise you that. He definitely don't want that. He absolutely he don't want that. So some man can just pull up a tape or pull up a picture of my woman. Oh, baby, bye. I don't know why these chicks be thinking that these Muslim brothers be simps or something. I mean, you can find a simp in any demographic, but Muslim brothers don't be playing that. Especially one on his dean. I don't know what. Y'all, we don't play with that kind of stuff. Y'all know who Mia Khalifa is. She banned from her whole country. Her family, she disowned. That's not just their culture. That's also an Islamic kind of mindset. That's like an Islamic mindset too. Baby, you a whole porn star. Somebody can pull up a video right now and choke their chicken to you. Maybe you can get right between you and Allah, but with you and me, we Now, if she try to fake long enough, try to wrap herself up, it may actually be a simp out there, call herself, he gonna give her a chance because she Muslim. I mean, it just like I said, you can find a simp in any demographic. I'm not saying that there are no Muslim simps because I've met some. They marry anything. But she not gonna like that either. She just not gonna like it. She not gonna like it if she fake. If she faking that, she really not gonna like it. Because whether she become a Muslim for real or not, women don't like simps. Muslim women don't like simps. I've never liked a simp. And won't deal with one. No, we don't like simps. We like men. I'm going to take this quick commercial break. Because after these messages, we'll be right back. Please don't hesitate to go to ashkicking.com. The link is pinned to the top of the chat. All right. If you are trying to keep your skin looking and smelling and feeling its best, you definitely want to go to ashkicking.com. Get your tub of body butter. This stuff is smooth. It goes in, absorbs really quickly. It does not leave your skin tacky feeling or greasy feeling. So you definitely want to take advantage of this wonderful body butter. And the last stretch of summertime that we have is still early August. So we got at least the rest of this month, and in some places part of September before it starts getting a little cool. So if you're still wearing your sundress and your sandals and your tank tops and your shorts and all of that kind of stuff, you want to go once again to ashkicking.com. Please take advantage of the 10% discount using the promo code Crimson if this is your first order. Once again, that is ashkicking.com. The link is at the top of the chat. I don't know how many likes I need, but I owe you a bam, 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 bam. You got to hit the like button. Bam, bam. You got to go ahead and hit the like button. Let me see about these super chats. Thank you, John Teal. So Kendra put on your all black, you black forces. Thank you, Rob. So thank you for addressing this. Thank you, Ruminance. I knew you were going to address this young lady in her conversion. My only question was if this was going to be a surgical strike or were you going to do an area bomb campaign? Thank you so much, my names. And thank you, Bakish, for your super stickers. Thank you so much. Here's my thing. Because what I'm trying to do is not step so far into Dean that my audience only part of my audience understand what I'm talking about because only part of my audience is Muslim. And I'm aware of that. So it's not that I don't know how to dive into it. It's just that I want everybody listening to me to get what I'm saying without going too far into something that they don't understand. How can I put this? I'll start here. Once again, I hope to Allah that she mean that. I hope to Allah that she means that. But I'm just suspecting because they all like to turn to God in some way. You know, they like to go get rebaptized. They like to, you know what I'm saying? I don't like the use of any religious ceremony or ritual or procedure, whether we talking about deen, whether we talking about Christianity, whether it doesn't matter what. If we're talking about particularly any of the so-called Abrahamic religions, I don't like when people utilize it as a cover to do what they gonna do. And then doing what they're gonna do is the complete antithesis. Like, here's the thing. If you are on a path, but you have not reached that destination. So let's say she's on a religious, spiritual journey, and her spiritual journey is leading down to Islam. You would not post that. And the reason I'm saying that is because at any time you can backslide out of something or not get it right, or you know what I'm saying, or whatever. A spiritual journey is sacred, and it is full of moments where you gotta think about it. You might doubt it. You might have to reconsider. You might, you know what I'm saying? You might go back into old habits, or you might not have even broken old habits to begin with yet. So when you give it to the world as an unfinished product, you give people the opportunity to criticize every step of your spiritual journey, assuming she's doing that. When I announced to my family I was Muslim, I was already Muslim. I was already Muslim. I wasn't trying to figure out if I was gonna be Muslim. I was Muslim. I took Shahada by myself in my dorm room in 1996. After that, I started going around the Muslims, going around, like, you know what I'm saying, to services and stuff like that. When I told my mama, she was mad, and I didn't care. They thought it was going to be, oh, she was going through something. No, I'm not. ain't going through no fad and do no craze. Wasn't nobody around me trying to be Muslim. It didn't look like fun to me. Looked like work to me. I knew going in, maybe not to the full extent, but I knew going in, I was going to be making a lot of sacrifices, a lot of changes, and a lot of people wasn't going to like it. And I didn't care. You're never so much as a zealot as you are when you take Shahada. You don't be caring about nobody's opinion. Real talk. When you having that walk with Allah, when you really having a walk with Allah, you ain't got time to seek attention for that, because there's a apprehension about it, there's a fear about it, but there's also a confidence in it too. Again, you become convicted about it, and there comes a point where there's like no turning back. You're gonna do it. There comes a point of time with a person that's about to take Shahada, that those days, weeks, whatever, right before you do it, where there's nothing can stop you. And I don't know if other Muslims that had to take their Shahada, as in they were not born into a Muslim family. I don't know if y'all had to go through this, but it was like a weight. It was like it was almost like a physical weight on your body, on your mind, on your heart. And it couldn't get removed until you took Shahada. That was the moment that you felt, it was almost like suffocating or something. Your spirit be so convicted about it. Like, you be like, oh my God, oh God. Like, and sometimes that's why you be crying. Because it's like, I finally get to put this burden down. It become burdensome when you know you supposed to take Shahada and you don't do it. Or you delay it for some reason. It become burdensome. It hurt. It hurt. That's the only way I can say it hurt. It hurt. It's like a physical thing. It's a physical thing. But you don't get to run from your very public displays. And whether you serious or not with your hijab, Brittany, that's not gonna really change men's opinions of you. And the world's opinion of you, because you spent a long time building that reputation. And just because or if you get right with Allah, mashallah. But that doesn't, your reputation in the earth, you got to deal with that. You're going to have to deal with that because other people don't have to forgive you. And it's not even about forgiving you. It's about seeing you different. Like, people don't have to see you differently. You've spent a lot of time being a public whore. Let's just be real. You spent a lot of time doing that. Not even a private whore. You've been a public, proud. Put it in your face. I like what I'm doing. Da, 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 da. You've been that. You've been that girl. So I hope you don't think that suddenly donning a scarf now is going to erase it, because OnlyFans is still up. Booty pics is still up. Whatever other Instagram stuff you got is up. All of the stuff that you publicly did sexually, flirting and this and that, you just what, earlier this year, or was it last year, you was grinding on Charleston White. We ain't forgot. So I hope for you that you're not playing. Another thing. Shahada in and of itself don't fix you. That's the starting point, not the ending point. Shahadas are the starting points, not the ending points. So you're going to need therapy. Because your appearance value is still going to be bad. It's still going to be bad. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Your appearance value is still going to be bad. And if you're not serious about this, it's going to be worse. Because not only will you be seen as a whore, then you'll be seen as a fraud and a liar also. And you allow on God, and you will use that for clout and to go viral and somebody to talk about you. Because I know you like to do stuff for clout, Brittany. I know you do. You've proved it too many times. But you like the attention. When the attention is not on you, you'll do something, say something, try to be seen somewhere, or create situations where somebody got to talk about you. And I'm just hoping that you are not trying to utilize Islam as a way to get that clout. Because hijab or no, you're still you. Hijab or no, you're still going to have to learn how to deal with men from a healthy place, not from a transactional prostitution place. Because it's a lot of people, even the people that take Shahada, that think the Shahada itself just cleans up everything just because it was done. No, work. Good ikhlaq, take work. Good adab, work. Character and manners, etiquette, work. Figuring out how not to be transactional when it comes to men, work. In other words, you're going to have to get the whore out of you. And that don't happen with a wave of a wand. So I hope you for real. Because it's not funny. There's nothing funny about it. There's no amusement, nor is there any entertainment value in it. Right. Time. Now, if she for real, and we see that over a course of time, mashallah. It becomes suspect when you want to put it on the ground. Because I reiterate, we didn't hear her say she took Shahada. I didn't hear that. That's not what she said. She didn't say, I took Shahada. I took Shahada, y'all. I became Muslim. She didn't say that. That's why I was trying to tell y'all about the zeal of the new Muslim. Everybody go through it. You can't wait to tell people you took Shahada. Can't wait. You can't wait. You can, cause see the celebrities who took Shahada and stuff. See, they didn't make See, they didn't even make an announcement about it. You have to find out they Muslim. You be having to find out they Muslim. You just be having to know they Muslim. Thank you. Trump for prison said the Daggles took over the black church. Guess they coming for the mosque next. Thank you, Steve, for your contribution. I appreciate you. Thank you. You can't see me. Said catfishing, period. See, folks don't be convinced. Right. Right. You didn't find out Sinead O'Connor was Muslim, man. You know, she had disappeared from the limelight completely. Beautiful voice. May Allah give her nur in her grave because Sinead passed away. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala forgive her. May Allah give her nur in her cupboard. But I didn't find that out until one time she popped up on a little interview again. She had a full hijab. I said, Sinead Muslim? Then they asked her about it. She said, I became Muslim a long time ago. She said, that's one of the reasons I left the limelight. You know, I was just trying to be Muslim. It's just Sinead went through a lot of trauma and stuff like that in her life. So she just had a lot of trauma, a lot of issues. But may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala forgive her. Yep. Look up some of her later performances. You know, this her performances of because she always would sing the song Prince wrote for her, and that she covered Nothing Compares to You. And sometimes she would sing that. And she would perform in her hijab. Anyway. I'm gonna get on out of here. I might pop up this weekend. I gotta talk about Drake. I'm sorry. It's just that whole lost value system thing, it just keep popping up. He just keeps being the poster boy for it. So I might have to revisit it. But anyway, jump down in the comment section. Oh, before we do all of that. Yeah, Drake. Because I actually did a membership video. I don't know if you seen it. Or was you in the you was in the chat yesterday when I was doing a live stream? It's just his lost value system behavior. And he toxic. That's true. He ain't got no real friend. He don't have no real friends. And he toxic. He toxic. That boy so toxic. Whole thing. But anyway, this weekend I'm gonna be adding a few more designs. I haven't added new designs, but we do have merch. We have 3 t-shirts for the ladies. Lioness is, okay, which is a shirt I had on yesterday when I was doing the live stream about Drake. And then we've got Proud Crimsonite, all right, which I thought was a super cute shirt. I thought it was super cute. And also for the men, there are 3. Like I said, this weekend, I'm going to be adding a few more designs, a few more for the men and a few more for the women, probably 2 or 3 per, 2 or 3 for the guys, 2 or 3 for the women as well. So we got a winter is here. I thought that was a wonderful idea. I'm like, why don't I make a winter is here? We got a lion is. So if I did a lioness, then we had to do one for the brothers of being a lion. So go to crimsoncure.com. The same place you go to purchase my book is the same place you come to. Just come to crimsoncure.com, click the buy button, and then you're able to go to the section that you desire. Okay. All right. Jump down in the comments section. Let me know what you think. Like, share, subscribe to the channel if you have not. Once again, I'm your hostess, The Crimson Cure, and this was my perspective. Bye-bye, Crimsonites.